Hello and welcome back to my channel, Juiced with Zeta. Lately, I have been putting up videos of my daily workouts, and I have been having a lot of calls from friends trying to find out how I developed the discipline to work out daily. I decided to make this video to tell you how I have developed ironclad discipline over the past 3 years. There are 3 things that have guided my lifestyle changes that I have adopted for the past 2 getting to 3 years. And I think now I can say confidently that I have developed ironclad discipline. These 3 things include your goals, proximity, and the promises you make to yourself. These 3 things are the basis of developing discipline and achieving your goals. Let's start with the goals. What are goals? There's a lot of talk these days about goal setting. Oh, your goals have to be smart and all of this talk around goals. Goals are very, very important. Once you write down your goals, there's a saying that your mind is always listening, and the job of your mind is to protect you. So once you write down your goals, your mind already knows what you want, and so it will go all out to help you achieve your goals in order to protect you. Secondly, we have something in our brains that is called the reticular activating system. The role of this RAS is to filter out information and retain just what is necessary for you. So once you write down your goals, your mind already knows that that is what is important for you. And so during the day, it looks out for the things that will help you achieve your goals. That is the job of the RAS. So writing down your goals and reading them every morning helps you to achieve these goals. And what should your goals be about? Your goals can be about what your love life looks like, your finances, and this one about finances is you see me giggling. Just saying that, oh, I want to have $1 million by the end of the year, it's not a goal. You have to include an emotional component when you are writing your goals, because that is what is going to be your main driver. If you just say, I want to have $1 million by the end of the year, how is that going to make you feel? So you need to include that emotional component when you are writing your goals. Secondly, another thing you can have a goal for is your health. Like me, health is my top priority. So I have a health goal. How do I want my body to look like? I have a goal. What will my spiritual or religious life look like? I have a goal for all of these. So at the end of the day, when I put down all the goals that I want for the year or for the week, then I go to the next component. I look at areas for growth. Like, yes, if I want my body to look a particular way, if I want my health to be in a particular way, if I want my finances to be in a particular way, what do I need to do? And then I do a deep dive to come up with areas for growth. I write down how these goals are going to help me to contribute to humanity. So when you have your goals written down, you have the emotional component attached to it. You look for the areas of growth and how you are going to contribute to humanity after achieving these goals. Automatically, that leads to happiness. It's the truth. And once you're contributing to humanity, the universe moves you towards achieving your goals, because they know that deep within you, you're not trying to achieve these goals for yourself, but to contribute to humanity. The second thing we need to consider, after you have written down your goals, you now know what you want. The next thing is proximity. It's the friends you have. There is a popular saying that you are the average of the 5 friends you hang out with. you have to take a look at your circle and consider if the friendships or the relationships that you have are helping you to move towards the goals that you have written down. If you consider that are not taking you closer to your goals, they are taking you away from your goals, there are two things you can do. And please, don't feel ashamed about this. You have to be your priority in your life, and every other thing is secondary, or every other person, it's secondary. That is not being selfish. Once you make yourself the priority and you are moving towards goals to help humanity, just think about this. If everyone on this planet Earth does that, of course, we are going to have a very happy Earth, a very happy place to live in. So, when you look at your circle of friends and you determine that there are some friends that are not moving you towards achieving your goals, like I said, there are two things you can do. One thing is to cut them off completely because you are your priority and moving towards your goals is a priority. Or you can just move away and make sure they are not very close to you. They still remain your friends, but the proximity is not there anymore. Why is this important? Because once you have relationships that are not moving you towards your goals, you are fighting a lost battle because you are struggling to achieve your goals, but your environment is not helping you to achieve these goals. And lastly, you have your goals, you have meticulously carved out your circle. The next thing is to come up with promises that you are making to yourself. And these promises should be closely related to the goals you wish to achieve. For me, the promises that I make to myself is that I have a very rigid morning routine. I have developed this over 3 years, and it is very, very stable now. I get up in the morning. There's no contemplation of whether I should get up at 5:20 or not. It is a part of me. So I am up at 5:20 a.m. I am down in my basement. Like, I have bought a lot of workout equipment, and depending on my goals, I want to build more muscle mass. So I have a lot of weights around my basement that I use for workout. And I have my workout routine set out for the week. I work out Mondays to Fridays, and I have a routine. On Mondays, I have cardio. On Tuesdays, I have weight training. Wednesdays, back to cardio. Thursday, weight training. And Friday, I have yoga. So this is it. When I get up, I don't suffer from decision fatigue because my morning is already well laid out. After I exercise, I go back to my bedroom, I make up my bed, I put away clothes and make sure my environment is very neat. A cluttered space is a cluttered mind. Take note. Once I make up my bed, I go into the shower. Once I'm done my shower, I usually run cold water over my body. That helps to boost my immune system. Another thing that I do is on days that I do vigorous weight training, I have developed a strategy to have an imitation sauna in my bathroom. So I let the hot water run in the shower and I just stand there and let the heat get to my body, and it is so relaxing and refreshing. When this is done, I dress up. Remember, I always put out my clothes the day before so I don't get up in the morning and start wasting time to contemplate what clothes to wear. My clothes and my workout gear are already laid out the night before. Put on my clothes and I sit in a quiet place in my home that I have set out as my meditation space, and I meditate for 30 minutes. Then I get ready to go to work. This is my morning, Monday to Friday. It's very, very rigid. And then on weekends, I'm pretty much very relaxed. It's time for my body to recover. So I just relax and spend time with my family. Another thing that I forgot to mention about my goals in the morning is I skip breakfast Monday to Fridays. So I do intermittent fasting, and that has helped with my blood sugar regulation or my insulin resistance. I skip breakfast. I have coffee. I put some cream in it just so that it is not very bland. And then I have breakfast. I have lunch at noon, which is usually a homemade salad. And I change the recipes all the time. I'm going to be sharing that with you. So these are the promises that I keep to myself. Secondly, I also have a very structured night routine. I do my journaling at night, and this is the accountability piece that is very important. I do my journaling, how my day went, where I fell from grace, and how I can get better, because the goal is to become a better version of yourself every single day. It is a journey and not a destination. So I take my journaling very seriously, because while I'm writing, it also helps me to contemplate on what happened, and it also gives me a different perspective around what happened. And then I make a decision on how to take on my next day. And then I don't have any contact with my mobile devices. 30 minutes before I go to bed, I usually just listen to some calming music, or I do some meditation depending on my mood for the day. But there's usually some calming exercise, and then I fall asleep. I pass out by 10 o'clock, Mondays to Fridays, and that is my day. So these are the promises that I have made to myself. And just keeping these promises that I have made to myself have helped me to develop discipline, and have helped me to develop self-confidence. I know that keeping these promises makes me enough. I don't need anything external to fill me up, to make me feel complete. So like I say, this is a process, and once you engage in it over time, you're going to see the advantages, and then the action just becomes intrinsic. You don't need any external motivation. Once you're seeing the results, then you just dive in and you continue to do the things that move you closer to your goals. And of course, the universe has your back. The universe is watching you. As you continue keeping these promises, they take you closer and closer to your goals. And then suddenly you start seeing serendipities and coincidences that you look back and you connect the dots, and you're like, oh, this is because I have done this to achieve this goal, and this is where I am. Thank you very much. I hope this helps you to start doing something. Please start small. Like I said, it took me 3 solid years to get to where I am, and there's still a lot of room for growth. Do not give up. Set goals that are realistic, and look for ways and look for areas of growth within these goals, and leave the rest to the universe, and the magic happens. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.